Peace and blessings, family. It's your girl Sony back again with another one. You know, I was sitting here thinking, if I went into someone's house and took them against their will, let's say I just went into a house and took a family of 4 against their will, took everything from them, brought them to this new location, changed their names, made them procreate with other people. I just did what I wanted to do. Locked them in this huge house, but I had a key, and I put the key in the ceiling. Now the ceiling is like, we're gonna say 60 feet tall. You can see the key. There's nothing there. There's no ladders. There's no nothing that you could ever get this key. I want you to see the key. It's like a wicked experimentation. I want you to see the key where you know there's a way out, but you just can't get it. I'm going to call you by the names that I created. I'm going to just make y'all do what I want you to do. In fact, I'm going to be your new Lord and Savior. You're not going to believe in JC no more. You're going to believe in Sony. I did this, I did that. I am your God. I am your Savior. After I've kept you there, now you might rebel eventually. But the next couple of generations, all they know is me. They've never known anything outside of me. So I would be their Lord and Savior. I won't even have to force them to do anything. I won't have to physically do anything to them. They will just be obedient. They have been told that there's a key up there that could get them their freedom. They don't want their freedom no more. In fact, that key is more like a design now. It's just like a part of the interior. It's nothing. I'm the truth, the light, and the way. Because it has been ingrained in them in generations. The former generation is no longer here. The former generation actually told them the truth. No, we used to be out here. It's a whole world out here full of other people doing this, doing that. But to them, these are just like bedtime stories because all they know is the reality that they've been in. These are like just stories that you just tell children that. Pigs flying and everything else. Like, what you gonna believe? What you see in front of you or what you heard from people that's no longer here? Unfortunately, for most people, we believe what we see, what we hear, even what we read. Just because it's written doesn't make it true. It's just written. Who wrote it? Why did they write it? Now, I told you I have a Christ consciousness. But I come to realize that the Christ that we have been given in America, yeah, I said America, has been watered down. Europe has the Black Madonna, La Negra, Madonna La Negra, La Negra Madonna. Now that Black Madonna, aka Mother Mary, aka Mary, she didn't have a Caucasian baby. The baby was his mama's baby, because his daddy was a spirit. The baby looked like his mama. The baby had no other choice but to look like his mama. He didn't look like Joseph. Joseph was a stepdaddy. So we were told, right? Joseph was a stepdaddy. The baby looked like his mama. If his mama was black, he's black. What they say, your mama black, you black. If his mama was black, he was black. But yeah, we had a lot of Europeans that came here on the Mayflower. All these other ships. And they did not bring that Black Madonna, Madonna La Negra, with them. No. We got a watered down version, the one that looked like them. This Jesus looks like them. This Jesus says a lot of different things. When the people don't identify with their Lord and Savior, when the Lord and Savior does not look like the people, it looks like the people that's running things, you're going to believe eventually that, oh yeah, that's what Jesus said. We're supposed to be in servitude. Because Jesus said we're supposed to serve. Jesus said we're supposed to have hell on earth until we die. And then when we die, we can have heaven. Why do they have heaven? Well, why did they have heaven on earth, but you had to die to get heaven? They had heaven, you had hell. You were supposed to take the fact that you had hell, enjoy the fact that you had hell, because baby, when you leave here, we don't have heaven. Don't nobody know what's on the other side of reality, but you still gonna hold on and go through hell every day and be happy that you've been allowed to have hell while you're giving heaven to somebody else. While you're giving heaven to somebody, you're toiling in the sun and dying at these young rates, because the body is 18, but physically it's 60, because but you've been told that you were subhuman. Been told that you were subhuman for so long that you start to believe that you were subhuman and your behavior was subhuman. That you couldn't just relax. If the story about the enslaved ships were true, they didn't even have enough decency to let these young girls and women come to this country before they assaulted them. If these was human beings, they would not be any African Americans in America. Not back then either. Anyway, we would have just been Africans or indigenous in America. What made us African Americans was when that those fluids was exchanged from different races, right? The dominant race. But we still didn't have La Negra. La Negra turned into La Blanca. And La Blanca said, you better take your black ass out there and hit them fields and make me some money. Y'all better go pick that cotton and be happy. Y'all better go out there and pick that tobacco and shut up. And y'all better sing while y'all pick. Y'all can't take my truth. That's why I like history. When you're a student of history, you can't be flim-flam. You understand? But when we have the presence of the Black Madonna and that black baby, who is the savior of the world, according to Christian religion, you have no other choice but to revere the black woman and the black man. Because this is where they come from. This is a representation of them. You would not have had your indigenous behinds in no field if your Lord and Savior and his mama looked like you and you got to see, oh, they look like me. No. The roles would have been reversed real quick if that's what it would have taken. We would have overturned everything. So things are set up. There's a bigger picture than what you can see. Why things were set up a certain way. To keep you deaf, dumb, and blind. When you don't know your brilliance, your greatness, your beauty, your divinity, I can tell you anything. When you don't know your divinity, I can tell you whatever I want to tell you. You're going to believe it because you don't know who you are. I'm going to let y'all go because today I'm on one. And the one that I'm on, y'all can't rock with me. I'm not here to sugarcoat anything. And I don't care who want to say anything. History is history. We all know history. You try to run away from history. It cannot be changed. It is what it is. The greatest thing you could do is learn from it to ensure that it does not happen again. America 2026 to make sure it does not happen again. They are still assassinating our children. They are still hanging the brothers and the sisters from trees. 2026. They still unaliving babies. Whitney told us, I believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Yeah, I tried to push that one out. When they're unalived, what type of future are we looking at?